this is John from RevSoft, and in this presentation we'll be giving a brief outline of how Rev Web works. If anyone has any questions or comments, please feel free to email me on the email address shown below. Rev Web is supplied and maintained free of charge, exactly the same as RevView. For more than a decade, we've been able to contact users by pages, emails, SMS, text-to-speech, etc. if they had an urgent message or a scheduled job that completed abnormally. But our users have always wanted a mechanism that allowed them to be more proactive rather than reactive, to give them greater control. With Rev Web, you can manage all RevSoft enterprise applications on all platforms from a smartphone, tablet, basically any web browsing enabled device. As you can now connect anytime from anywhere, you are totally in control of all automation on all platforms. We've tested this locally from airports, shopping malls, over 10,000 miles away using iPhone, iPad, Galaxy, desktops, Sony tablets, basically anything. So this is how it works. We log in to Rev Web. I've got multiple threads running. It's a multi-threaded application. So what I'm doing here is I'm looking at an iSeries message console, and what I can do from here is I can double click on that. I can reply to a message and attach a note just called attached. All the replies are buttons. We'll give that OK. We'll go back to where we were. It's a browser, so we click refresh, and what we'll see is the message has been replied to, so it's removed from our view. So what we can do is we can just say, okay, show me all the inquiry messages for just today. So just by clicking these buttons, it enables us to work with the data on the servers. It's going to give me a list of, there's a message we replied to. So if I double click on the message, it actually tells me the reply, the note that was attached with it, and where it was replied from. That IP address with the note, all visible from any web connected device. I'm doing this from my desktop, but it can be done from anywhere. In a similar fashion, I can see all the scheduled jobs. Here's a JDE job on a Windows server. What I can do is I can actually force that to run again. Select the scripts I'd like to run, just advise it to run, go back. I can refresh that by clicking the refresh symbol, and we'll see that the execution number here goes from 1 to 2. It's in process now. While that's in process, let's look at our data transfers. I'm looking at data transfers that have happened today. I'd like this one here that ran at 7:15 in the morning to actually run again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to resend that data transfer. It's a test, and we'll just send it to another destination in there, and we'll send that. We'll allow that to run. As I said, it's a browser session, so we just go back. I'll click refresh because I'd like to communicate again and see if this data transfer is in process, which it is. We go back here, this scheduled job, I think we'll have finished by now, so we click refresh. So the browser function will communicate. I can see it's run 2 times. There's a JDE One World details because we do have a JDE adapter built in now. And if I look at the force details, I can see the IP address, the web logon, the system logon, all the functions, and the script that was run. So that allows me to monitor scheduler. I can go back here, click refresh, the data transfer, and I can see the data transfer is completed. If I double click and see the data transfer, it's actually going to tell me the compression, encryption, anything that I use there. But also you'll see at the footer, it tells me the IP address it was executed from, the Rev Web logon, the system logon, because all the authentication is still carried through every RevSoft module into Rev Web. And if I want to look at basically our desktop of all the platforms, here's all the servers that are connected to our AIX focal point, and as I can see there, if I just want to see the status of all of them, I can just step through them all. If I want to see everything that's pink, which is minor issue, red, which is major, I can just connect and see exactly. So at any place, any time, with a phone, tablet, any IP connected device, I can monitor and manage all RevSoft enterprise functions on all servers. This allows you to be totally proactive rather than waiting and becoming reactive. Thank you.